If it's her story, I'll be a.
That's right. I'm like, so what's your favorite part of class? And she's like, because I sleep well.
The rest of the week.
The rest of the week. It's not just like tonight.
Wow, that's good.
Okay, tell us why.
Sleep well.
Sleep well.
Right, I thought you can sit on your own throne. You
Right.
can eat on blocks and everything.
Actually, I thought about adding a second mobility class in. I just don't know where. Not right now, at least, but yeah. So I'm hoping like.
You made it. Come on in.
Right? I know it's a bad. Front, you can hide.
Oh, yes, I can. What? Yeah, I'm she. I had to talk to myself, who is you? It's you.
Who's from back here?
Did you heard?
You had room for your man.
Work.
Look, you even get a new block.
What? Yeah.
She's back here, Pam.
No, I know.
Back here behind Pam.
All right.
These now.
Just get on my bed. I can move down some more. Worse than that, actually.
I don't know. You know, my reserved spot.
Is there a sign sitting here?
All right, where'd you put it? Oh, you put it in the back?
She had been done actually.
Are you good?
Yes, yes.
Zooming in on me.
Can you see?
I can see you, I can see Leona. Okay. I definitely don't.
So I just wanna say, if your says you're on time, just give us a short.
Totally not my fault.
All right, so I went all the way to the back of the chair, straddle position. If you need your blocks as your second floor, you know, blah, blah, please, put them there. Lean back on the chair. Navel all the way into your spine. Pull your pelvic floor up. Drop your chin to your chest, close your eyes. Relax your shoulders down. Get rid of the stress out of your day right now. You don't need it, it's not helping you. Take a breath. As you exhale, sit up off the back of the seat, sit up super tall, keep your eyes closed. Again, pull your navel to your spine. Pull your head weight back. Hands or forearms are laying across your thighs, palms are up towards the ceiling. You are willing to accept new ideas and concepts. So sometimes we think of the image of something beautiful or brings us joy and happiness. Last week it was something strong. I want you to think about something that allows you to open up your creative juices, right? Flowing, whether you want to call it being artistic, creative, whatever it is. I know some of you sew, some of you quilt, drawings, paintings, singing, dancing, playing bells, whatever it is that allows you to be creative. Relax your shoulders down into your back. Relax the space between your eyes. Slowly open your eyes, refocus. Deep breath out. We're going to exhale, go forward in your chair. And roll the elbows in and come right back up. Do it again. Inhale, big arm circles. And around. And pull through. One more. Develop forward. And pull through. We're going to take your right arm straight to the ceiling. Left arm down. I'm going to choose that side, kind of making snow angels in a way, right? Just let it flow. Keep your hips engaged into the chair. So we don't want to go to the left or lift the right hip. We want to keep that hip down and switch. Come up, neutral position. Sweep the back of your hands toward each other. Now let them flip and open. Just work, opening and closing the back of the chest. One more. All the way through and roll towards the floor. Relax your lower back. Now, I know some of you have some back issues. When we roll up, I want you to modify the position. We talked about it. We will talk about it. Pull your navel away from the chair. Hands on your knees, roll up one vertebra at a time. Bring the legs around front. I'm going to go ahead and stack my blocks so I can make my second floor. Your navel will away from me, so I'm really sinking this in, right? Pull your pelvic floor up. So you can feel all those, that pit of your belly just really working through your lower back. Arms flow. Let them stay up. Now think about your shoulder blades, drop them down into your back. Allow the middle part of your back to work. We're going to lay back on the chair. Keep all of this. Even though we're laying back, I'm still cinching my abs to my spine. And we're going to turn the palms towards the front of the room. Now turn your palms away from each other. Relax the shoulders down in your back. We're going to turn to the front, turn toward each other, open up to the side. I want to go right above parallel. My elbows are soft, and peripherally I can see my hands. I don't want them back here, right? Now push your spine, all of your spine, into the chair. Can you feel how your navel just dove in again? Pinkies come toward each other. Feel your shoulder blades part ways. Now up, up, up. Keep reaching through your fingertips. Feel underneath the shoulder blades. Go ahead and open. I'm going to come right back to it. I'm reaching through my fingertips forward. And keep reaching as you lift those arms. One more. We're just going to drop the arms to the elbows all the way down. I want to take the back of my hands and set it on the back side of the chair. So I can feel the leg of the chair. And again, I'm swaying back. Now, can you take your hands off the chair towards the windows? Just lift. Excuse me. Can you lift a little higher? Now turn your palms to face each other. And you feel your triceps, right? You want to pull your head weight back. Now turn your palms all the way towards the front or outside corners of the room. Drop the shoulder blades down on the chair. Try to open the chest. And again, pull your navel in. I want you to try and keep touching the chair with your arms. Right? You can Feel your shoulder blades squeezing. Now pull yourself off the chair. Keep your arms touching as long as you can. I'm not trying to get far away, I'm just trying to keep those arms touching. Feel the muscles between my shoulder blades squeezing tight, and I feel the front of my body opening up. Pull your head way back. Can you go a little further now?
No.
Before you get the cramp. 4, 3, 2, total rest. When you rest, you can feel all the muscles in the upper back go. We have to work the upper back to open the chest, right? Trying to decide how we're gonna start this. Forearm on your leg. I want you to take that forearm across your body. So it's just like across my belly, right? I want to take my hand to my shoulder. I want to go out. So this doesn't count. Right? You're like, but I'm going further. It doesn't work that way. So I'm thinking about keeping this arm, and I'm just laying the arm out. If you need to hold on to your bicep, feel free. Now we're going to flip it over. Flip it back. Flip it over. And flip it back. Do me a favor, Pam. Put your fingers where that sore spot is. Give me good pressure on it. Lift the arm. Was it as bad as normal or? Perfect. We're going to take the arm down and up. So if you have shoulder pain, find the pain, put pressure on it, and it doesn't hurt nearly as bad. And down. Right? Here we go again. Arm goes across your belly. Right? We're just going to windshield wiper, basically, right? We're just working on trying to get that shoulder to move in the joint. Does that make sense? Open and close. It will only go open so far, right? I'm not expecting you to be able to like put that arm down. It doesn't work that way. Leave it out. Again, if you have shoulder problems, Leota, wherever you know where your pain is, put pressure on it. Lift the arm. Anything? I know it's magic, isn't it? We like magic. Down and up. So think about rotating through your shoulder and not trying to like move everything. Does that make sense? I lay my arm on the shelf and I come up one more. And go ahead and drop. So your shoulders should feel a little more loose. All right, so is everybody right side dominant in here? Right-handed? Come on. Perfect. Your fingers, right? We're gonna take, let's do your left side first. I'm placing my palm on the chair, and my hand is clear down on the lower side of my waistline. And then I want you to lean back. You have a stretch. If you have a big stretch, you're not gonna move like that. If you have a little tiny stretch, I want you to sit up, and I want you to take your hand a little higher up on the chair. And lean back. You have to relax your shoulder or it won't stretch. Can you feel the stretch in your shoulder joint? And again, we're moving in small increments. This is not like, oh, there it is, right? It's not what I'm looking for. Shoulders are very testy little movers, and we don't want to fire them up too much. If you have a big stretch, you leave it here. If not, come forward. And you notice I'm using my other hand to move my hand. Go up a little higher. Place it, lay back on it. And again, if you have to guard your shoulder so much it's not stretching, you need to lower the hand. Take a breath. Exhale, release. Can you feel the shoulder stretch? Right? This is a great way to get that shoulder moving again when it gets locked up or sore or injured, damaged, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna sit up and we're gonna let that hand fall. And I'm literally leaning forward and just letting my arm drop. I'm gonna lean over. I'm gonna let it circle. Change direction. I'm gonna do the other side. So, I'm gonna say that's kind of what normal should feel like. Let's do the other side. Right hand, palm towards the chair, down below your waistline, lean back. Relax. Usually if you're right side dominant, we tend to get like some scarring in our shoulders and they just don't work well. If you have a big stretch, stay here. If not, come up. I'm gonna move my hand up and I'm low back, mid to low back. And again, once you're laying back in the chair, you have to relax. You have to let that shoulder go. And if you feel your shoulder blade kind of popping out, it's supposed to, you're doing a chicken wing, right? That sounds really good barbecue sauce. Focus, focus.
You'll go with that cake on Friday night.
Right? Wish that bakery is open up right now. Alright, relaxing the shoulder. Here we go. Big stretch, stay here. If not, move it on up. Relax the shoulder. Can you tell the difference between your right and left? Your range of motion, right? So if you have a spot that's really squawking at you, if you apply a little pressure or circle it a little bit with your finger, it'll stop yelling at you, right? It'll be happier. This is a great way to passively stretch your shoulders and bring it back, especially when you've done weights. And again, I'm just letting that arm drop. I'm leaning to the side. I'm going to circle it to make all those little muscles happy. Change direction. And bring it up. So, you should feel like you have a little more range at this point in time in your shoulders. We're going to add some torso rotation now. Front of your chair. So I like the blocks between my feet because it reminds me to keep my inner thighs engaged. So I have this magic ball in front of me, abs are pulled in. I'm going to take the ball down low right and pull. And I have a little lean going on with my left shoulder forward, and I can feel my obliques spring. But I can also do my back stretch, bring it right back front. Let's switch sides. Push back, hold. My right shoulder's forward, left shoulder's back, and come up. We're going to stay in a very neutral position, and we're going to rotate. Put your navel in. Rotate the other side. Nice. Bring it back center. We're going to go up high. Up high, rotate. Pull your abs in, drop your shoulder blades. Bring it down center, up high left, rotate. Drop the shoulder blades, don't let them up. And come back to the center. We're doing it. Take a nice little bow, put your hands on your block. Drop your chin to your chest. Now push your chest away from the blocks. Pull your abs in. Feel. So that muscle you're feeling is right along your spine as you're spinning. Let it lengthen out. Hands on your knees, roll up one vertebrae at a time. So at this point in time, you can feel muscles that have been working and stretching and all that good stuff. My favorite stretch. Gonna sit sideways. Okay. So some of you all were talking about, oh, my toes were hurting. Like that
Last week.
last week. Because we did some like super stretching on the feet and the toes, which I found quite interesting how sore your toes were, right? So we're gonna start on the floor. My toe is pointing back, my foot is pointing back, it's on the floor though. Allow your hip to drop off. I don't have your arm, okay? So my head weight stays over that leg that's sitting in the chair, the hip. Now tuck the butt under. Feel the stretch in that hip flexor. Now curl your toes under. The bottom of your heel is like, oh, you have Dan's spot, that's a cramping area. Right?
He's here in spirit.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna take the bottom of my heel towards the wall behind us, and I'm pushing. And you're like, what? Oh, that feels awesome. But keep your touch tucked under, so you're gonna get your hip flexion, your quad, your calf, your foot. And we're gonna just bring that leg up and release it, and we're not done with it. Now, if you had huge stretches, keep it on the floor, but if not, we have this handy dandy block that we can put our toes on, right? This is the hard part, trying to figure out where the block actually goes. Sit up tall, tuck your touch. And then we're gonna relax that hip flexor and that quad, allow it to stretch. So you don't get to lean forward, did I call you out?
Yeah.
She's like, but, I know, right? And sometimes I move myself forward because it's just easier than adjusting the block. So if you can get where your legs a little extended, oh, don't move, let me help you. Take a breath. And another more now. Yay! Relax. Take a breath. Right? You are so welcome. Right? Just a little bit. Perfect. I'll be nice to this side of the room. But it's quite lovely getting that little extra, right? Now we're going to rotate towards the back of the chair. Keep your twist tucked. Drop the shoulder blades. I want you to release your abs. Allow your waistline to stretch. Find your lower back. And bring it back around front. We're going to switch sides. This is why you wear slick pants in class, so you can just like, right? All right, so we're sitting up nice and tall. Sit and lay back. Oh. Find stretch in the top of your foot. Tuck your tailbone under. Find your abdominals, right? All the stuff. Relax that hip hanging off. Allow it to stretch. Hey, Dawn, what you feeling under there, sister? She's like,
Yeah.
nothing. Right?
Ankle hurts and my toes hurt.
So, when we're sitting in chairs all day, all those things get tight. Here we go, put the toes under, push back through your heel, so you can feel your toes stretch, your arch stretch, all kinds of wonderful things. Tuck the cushion. So this is class is giving my chair class a run for the money as far as the numbers I think. And just bring that leg up and let it relax for a minute. So you know where we're headed to, right? Big stretch, little stretch, you know the deal, what we have to work with, right? So again, we start easy. And like I said, sometimes I move while there, smooth myself, but it's just easy. Release that hip hanging off the side of the chair. Let that femoral head come out of the socket a bit. Let those tendons, ligaments stretch as well as those muscles, right? And you know who you are. Push that block back just a smidge. And try to extend the leg back further. Woo, have a little, right? Find that stretch. Nice and easy. Turn towards the back of the chair. Release your abdominal muscles. Use those arms to turn in your chair. Can you feel your rib cage? And come back to the front. Right? You're like, that's awesome. So we're going to build your tower up again. You know, it makes me really happy when you go and forward like that. I'm like, oh, look at that. They're going to start working out without even thinking about it. So when I want to start working into my hamstrings, my knee is actually bent, right? When a lot of times when we want to stretch the back of our leg, we like straighten the leg and go over and we don't get very far and it's kind of painful. I want to do this in the chair for a minute. If I actually wanted to get a better stretch, look how big my knee is. And then I'm going to tuck my tailbone and I start stretching this direction and I get so much more out of it than locking, right? Because I can't get anywhere. So when we first start, my knee is way bent, right? Sit up tall, your sits bone, right? Get on the back side of your sits bones. See how it draws you back, right? Keep that, now reach forward. Keep pulling your abs away from me. Can you feel your calf bent? Pull your toes up, and our leg is totally bent, right? I want you to take your hands to the right. Take a breath. Exhale, reach forward. Ooh. Right? Doesn't take a whole bunch. We're going to turn all the way to the left. Take a breath. Exhale, reach. Turn to the right. You can feel all the muscles go. Take a breath. Exhale, reach forward. Now you're like, oh my gosh. And left. Take a breath. Exhale, reach. Come over your leg. Collapse over the leg. Drop your chin. Can you feel all that? And again, my foot's flexed. I want to keep my toes pulling up towards my nose. Roll it nice and easy. So we can, like I said, move increments into it. You can get so much farther quicker than bam, right? And then we hold forever. We don't get any place. Knees bent up. Again, pull your abs away the whole time. You should feel like someone's pulling you back at your waist the whole time you're trying to go forward. Pull in, sit up tall. Let's reach forward first. Drop the shoulder blades down on your back. Pit of your belly is pulling in. Ready? To your left this time. Take a breath. Exhale, reach. To the right. Inhale, reach. To the left. Keep your abs. Inhale. Exhale, reach. To the right. Inhale. Reach. To the left. Inhale. Reach. To the right. Inhale. Reach. Come over the leg. Drop down. Keep your foot flexed. Nice and easy roll up. Did you get farther that time on your left leg? I did. And it's because we were already releasing the back, right? So if we would have started on your left, your right, we would have been further. There's your blocks in the center. Now, I'm gonna start here. So pay attention to where you're at. Make sure your knees are stepped over your ankles. We don't want them to drop in, and we don't want them out here either. Everything's like, put your navel in, hold onto your chair, lean forward. Now again, I'm pulling my abs in the whole time, and I'm really supporting myself with my arms. You gotta be careful with this one. I'm gonna walk down to my blocks. You can do fist. If you're having trouble, look at that. Woo, sister, I can put my floor taller. Right? Again, think about your knees. Push them out over your ankles. Don't let them fall in. Now, if you're feeling froggy, feeling fine, little block. Put that a little further. Now we're talking, right? Pull your abs away from the chair. Here we go again. Move block through light. And I'm doing knuckles down right now. Because I'm allowing those hips to go, it's okay. You are fine. I want to rock side to side. I'm moving my shoulders thigh to thigh. Allowing my lower back to say, ooh, sister, you're tight. Release the hips. Come back to neutral. Now pause. And I'm not dropping my head, by the way. I want the head weight. I want the long lever arm to make me stretch a little more. We're going to reverse the action. Build your tower back up. And press up. Walk your feet in. Hands to your knees, roll up. So there's a lot of stuff that we've already stretched in about 35 minutes, actually 30 minutes, right? I don't think I've missed much of anything. Ears, maybe your ears. That's on your time.
You find a stretch for that.
That's on your time, not mine. So I'm on a high tower because I want my feet on top of it. So my knees are way high off the chair. Like, this is not fun, right? Knees to your chest, right? Sitting up nice and tall, my belly button is pulling towards my spine. I'm going to turn and hook my right arm over the chair. So it forces you to sit back in your chair and roll into a neutral pelvis without me saying tuck your butt, right? Because officially we should not be arching our back when we're sitting. I'm gonna roll the other way. And bring it to the front. I want you to take your tush, slide it to the front part of the chair. You get to slouch. We're gonna start here. Knees really high. You move the chair. Breathe. I
want to keep my knee real high because I want to bring it across. Because when we're down here and do it, you don't get that same stretch as when it's up high. So now we're bringing this foot a little closer in if you can. Yeah, it's okay. Can you feel the top of your glute? Didn't that what you said is on the other side, correct?
It's on the left side.
My mind might wander a lot, but I remember certain things. I'm gonna drop the knee. So right now my knee is way outside of my body, right? So if everything was in alignment, maybe even with my shoulder, we're gonna get there in just a second. Bring the leg across, put it in alignment with your shoulder. Trying to find that stretch out more on the outside of your hip. And release. Other side. Gonna bring it across. So you should feel more like IT band into your glute, right? I'm gonna bring that foot in. So we're all different, right? I like what I call holding the baby or cradling the baby. Is that the spot?
Yep, you're welcome.
And put the leg down. We're gonna change the stretch. And again, it's not in alignment yet. It's outside my shoulder. When I bring it in, I'm gonna try to bring that foot towards my right hip. So we really haven't like stopped tonight because I was like on a mission tonight, sorry. I had several people in mind, I'm like, oh, I have to do this. And release. So I want you to get comfortable. If it feels good to stay slumped in your chair, your feet, whatever you need, right? Allow your chin to drop down, close your eyes. Breath. And exhale. So if you had trouble earlier at the top of the class trying to figure out what image it is for you to be creative, what it looks like, we need to work on that a bit. We forget how to be creative, how to think of wonderful ideas to make our world prettier. How about that? As far as I'm concerned, humming a wonderful tune can be creative. Singing to a baby, some oddball song you have no idea what you're saying, just singing to the baby is being creative. It allows your mind to wander, basically become young again, right? We start having old thoughts all the time and we become old in our ways. We become very passive and complacent. Remember running through the water hose or the sprinkler, laughing and giggling and carrying on. No cares in the world. All the make-believe games you did as a kid, you have to find those creative juices again. Deep breath in. And exhale. Be at peace with yourself and everyone around you. Relax your face. Allow your head to feel heavy. Let it just drift forward. Be proud of yourself for doing tonight. Finding ways to take care of yourself. Be very gentle with yourself as you pick your chin up, pull your head way back. Keep your eyes closed through all of this. Put your hands on the chair and slide yourself back into the chair. Recline back on the chair. Find your core muscles. Your hands are laying in the chair, palms are up. Open to new ideas, accepting new concepts. Breaking down the walls, getting rid of boundaries. Allowing yourself to rest. Making yourself a priority in your own life. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Slowly open your eyes, refocus. Namaste. Go in peace. Or take a nap. That's right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.